Hey guys. Nope. Hey guys. Okay. All right. You're watching. Nope. I don't have a name. I'm your host. Hey guys, I'm Shar. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let's get started. Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm super excited. This is my very first episode that I'm filming for this new relaunching, and so I'm so excited that you guys are here and participating with me, and I promise I'm not going to keep saying you guys the whole time. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button, share, and subscribe down below. So now let's get into it. Hopefully you've had a chance to look at my introduction video that kind of gave you a synopsis of what this channel will entail. In the event you did not, I'll give you a quick little recap. So my name is Shar. I'm a recent graduate. I'm a counselor. I've undergone a lot of things in life, got a lot of life experience, a lot of wisdom, and unfortunately what I realized at 26, I have tools and knowledge and information that some adults don't even know. Concepts about identity, self-esteem, self-love, overcoming hurdles, healing from your past. And I realized there are a lot of broken people out there. There are a lot of people who unfortunately have been in sticky situations, but never have healed from that. So we got a lot of people walking around wounded, a lot of people walking around still traumatized from their past, still stuck at a place in the past. So I'm here to encourage you, to motivate you, to help you overcome hurdles. Not only that, but to help inspire you, to help encourage you to believe in yourself, to help you become the best holistic version of yourself possible, to help you love yourself again and really understand who you are, and to become the best version of yourself possible, all with God's help, of course. So that's the gist of what the majority of these beginning videos will be about. And of course I'm going to do some fun, vlogging, natural hair, curly hair tutorial videos, vlogging days in my life. I'll take you on the journey with me as I pursue my acting career, and other fun things like that, telling jokes. I'm a comedian. I'm a jack of all trades, master of one, counseling. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna also do cooking videos, a whole bunch of fun stuff, but right now I really got to get to the meat and potatoes of the matter, and that and my whole life's mission, and which is why I went to school for counseling, is to help people become better, to help people heal, to help bridge gaps, to help you address your issues, understand principles of becoming a better person, you building character, learning how to address conflict appropriately, overcoming those inner fears, those inner negative thoughts, all of those things we're going to be addressing here. So my very first episode, I was thinking, what should my topic be? Right? And so if it's a self-help piece, well, naturally we have to start off with, who are you? And so this is cafe time, guys. Okay, so this is my cafe, and so this is my mug, my prop, and so you can pause this and go get yourself some coffee or some tea, so that you can enjoy this ambiance here. You pretend we're at Starbucks or something, okay? Because you're gonna be able to relax. You're gonna be able to get in the zone and get some of the help you need, which is why we go to the coffee shops, like Starbucks and things. I always thought I'd meet my husband at a coffee shop, but anyway, I digress. And so I brought this notebook. I have no notes in here, but I thought it was cute for the aesthetics. It's actually an old prayer journal, but anyway, I did write a little bit in here. Okay, so who are you? When you think of that, now if you want to grab some pen and paper, you can, but you don't have to. You could just mentally think about it. Who are you? Now, when you hear that question, if you're going to answer it, are you giving an answer based on other people's perception of you, or would you answer the question based on your own perception? And that's what I want to get you to understand. This is all about you. It's all about building a better you. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks of you. It Doesn't matter what people have said about you. Doesn't matter how people have treated you. What matters is, what do you think of yourself? I need you to answer that, and answer it truthfully. And if you don't feel good about yourself, then we're going to work on that. Perspective is reality. Just about all my life, okay, been broke, lower class, right? But I never saw myself as being poor. Like, I mean, technically, if you would have checked my financial status, it would read poor. But I never saw myself as being poor. It was just a situation. It was just a season. No, I'm just kidding. It was just the situation I was in. But I never saw myself as poor. And so the perception you have of yourself matters, because it's going to carry over to your relationships. It's going to carry over to your friendships. It's going to carry over to your professional working relationships. And so whatever thoughts you think about yourself, now begin to think, where did these thoughts come from? If you think good thoughts, were they just your thoughts? Are these thoughts that mirror what your parents may have instilled in you? Are these the things your friends say to you? And vice versa. If it's negative thoughts, where did that stem from? Did people say these things about you during your childhood, your adolescence, the neighborhood you grew up in? Where did the thoughts come from? And so that's what I want you to do, to figure out, pinpoint where did the negative thoughts come from, if you have any negative thoughts about yourself. And we're going to have to begin to learn to dismiss those thoughts by developing positive thoughts. Okay. Being self-aware. I guess that'd be point number 2. Are you self-aware? Are you aware of your strengths? Are you aware of your weaknesses? Okay. If you are self-aware, that's the best way to really not only know who you are, but love who you are, because you're aware of your strengths and weaknesses, and nobody can make you feel inferior. Nobody, or shouldn't be able to come and make you feel or knock you off game, because you already know that about yourself. You're self-aware, and that's one of the beginning stages of growth, is to acknowledge it. And so if you deem yourself in a negative way, if you're self-aware and you acknowledge the negative parts, now you can begin to grow, and you can have a new perception of who you are. So self-awareness is key. Okay, I know who I am. Okay, it ain't gonna shock me. It don't surprise me when somebody tell me I'm a smart aleck. Okay, I've been a smart aleck all my life. Okay, and I got many whoopings for it, and I got put in time out, I got sent out of class for it. I'm better now. Okay, but I know my weaknesses. I know I procrastinate. I know I'm late all the time. So when my friends tell me I'm getting on the nerves, it's nothing new to me. I know those are my deficits, but I know my strengths. I know my strengths as well. I'm talented. It doesn't shock me. And sometimes you can sing, just playing, and sometimes I'll play and someone be like, "Ooh girl, you need to shut up, you can't sing." I'm like, okay, I know I can sing. I'm not Beyonce out here, but I know I can carry a tune, so it doesn't shake me. And so when you know who you are, you won't be shaken. Okay, I know I'm creative, honey. That's my middle name. I'm innovative. I'm altruistic. My main desire in life is to do good and to be good. And so I don't intentionally hurt people. I used to have vengefulness about me, but I'm not like that anymore. So I'm aware of my strengths. I'm aware of my flaws. And that is very helpful for growth. So those are a few questions. Who are you? Who does God say you are? Okay, and that's going to help you, especially when you begin to compare yourself to other people. If that's one of the components that makes you have all these negative thoughts, well, I suck because this person is better. Let's not do that. Okay, when you begin to read the word of God and read the promises of God and who God says that you are, that will bring you solace in understanding your situation and understanding you're not inferior and you're not superior to anyone. Everyone, we all have our own life's path, and God has a plan for everyone. Who does God say that you are? God says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. God says you were chosen. God said he has good plans for you, right? Okay, so you gotta get that strength, right, and begin to take ownership of that. Make that your identity, because your identity, it really is in Christ. We're spiritual beings first, then we're natural. And so once you begin to feed yourself the word of God instead of feeding yourself the negative thoughts and the lies that people have told you and that you believe, that's when you'll see some growth. Okay, so take the Myers-Briggs test. Okay, I'm telling you, honey, that thing is a game changer. Okay, it will change your life when you figure out what your personality is. It helps you so much. Take the Myers-Briggs test. Okay, go online, just Google it, answer the question as truthfully as possible. Once you find out your results, you're gonna get a 4-letter result of your personality type. It's so accurate. It is so accurate. Even they have a Myers-Briggs personality test for how you manage your anger. It's crazy. It's gonna help you understand who you are, the type of characteristics, your personality, what types of jobs you should have, who you are. I'm telling you, I live by the Myers-Briggs test. I do. I live by the Myers-Briggs test. It's gonna help you. And so my other practical piece or tip would be take the five love languages quiz. Even though that's talking about how you like to receive love and give love, that's helpful too in understanding who you are, because that'll help you in your relationships, what type of person you are. This is all helpful. Okay, and these are spark notes for life. Okay, once you take that Myers-Briggs test, you take that 5 love languages test. That's going to help you to know what you like, what you don't like, and that'll help you, in your relationships, and whether or not you need to let somebody go, or just making people aware, this is who I am, this is what I like. Ultimately, give you that holistic, healthy approach. So go take, it's free. Go online, go on Google, take the Myers-Briggs personality test, take the 5 love languages test to understand how you like to receive love, and then to understand how you like to give love. And that's going to help you to understand who you are. The last thing I want you to think about: do I love myself? Am I kind to myself? Sometimes we can have a lot of self-defeating thoughts, those inner thoughts, like you break something at work, and then the next that is dang, I'm so stupid, I messed up all the time. That inner voice, what is your inner voice always saying? Are you always beating yourself up? Where did that come from? Growing up, did your parents always beat yourself up? Did your siblings beat you, or with their words? Did your siblings beat you up with their words? Were people harsh? Do you have an inner judgmental, critical voice that won't allow you to have grace for yourself? All of those things matter. All of those things matter when you're thinking about who are you. And so ask yourself, do I love myself? And so a tip for you, just like when you're gauging whether or not you should stay in a relationship, okay, you write a list of the good, you write a list of the bad. So that's what I want to challenge you to do. Go ahead in your free time, or even just write out what are the good things about you, what are the bad things about you. Does the good outweigh the bad? What can you do so that if the bad outweighs the good, so that the good will outweigh the bad? And what are some things you want to do? What are some ways you can become a better person? And I think it all starts with, number one, like we said, being self-aware. What are your good traits? What are your bad traits? That way you can actively work on becoming better. Being kind to yourself. We got to give ourselves grace, okay? Life has not been easy for any of us, especially not now during this darn pandemic. It's not easy, so sometimes we can make mistakes, but it's important to be kind to yourself, because you are the only person who can be you. Did you know that? So I don't know what happened 2020, but something hit me. We have one life to live, okay? And if we don't start living on purpose, time just gonna fly by, and you're gonna miss it, honey. So you gotta grab life by the horns, okay? It's gonna say something else. You gotta grab life by the horns, and you gotta start living on purpose, and you gotta start being in tune with who you are, figuring out who I am. Do I like who I am? And if you don't like who you are, that's okay. You can become better. You can go see a therapist. You can go see a psychiatrist. Begin doing the things that bring you joy, and pinpoint what are the negative things. Like I said, pinpoint how did I become this person I don't like. And if you love who you are, then great. Kudos to you, honey. Keep doing the things that make you a better person. And I think you can begin to really love and like yourself. I'm a big proponent of having hobbies. When you begin to find joy in the simple things of life, you'll like yourself better. Like, seriously, like, because if you list out the qualities and the negative traits of who you are, isolate yourself from that. Pretend it's a person, and then you can look at that and say, "Would I like this person?" And you'll begin to like yourself more. Like J Moss has a song, "I like me because I like me. Do you like me because I like?" And so when I think about who I am now, I like who I am now, and that's what it's all about. When you look in the mirror, do you like what you see? And if you don't, you can change that. Because we're all I'm about to make up a word. Inspirers. Is that a word? Where somebody's looking up to you. Somebody is on the job. Somebody's looking at you, and your life can be a testament, an encouragement to someone else. So let's begin to be kind to ourselves, understand who we are, so we can like and love ourselves. And loving ourselves begins with knowing who we are, and knowing your purpose. That's another video for another day. When you know your purpose, that kind of helps you to figure out who you are. So your homework, ladies and gentlemen, pick a word. Okay, pick a word that defines you. When you think of yourself, what word comes to mind? And if you want to change it up here and there, you can go for that. Because literally, I thought about that, before I was making, or while I was creating my YouTube channel. Like, when I think of a word, what is one word that describes me? Spontaneity. Bam. That's me in a nutshell. You think of spontaneity? My picture's there. And that's cool. It's sometimes we need spontaneity. It's a hard word to say. In our lives. There's more to me than just being spontaneous, but that's the first thing that I think of, and it's nothing wrong with that. So figure out who you are. That's your homework. What's one? And it's fun, What's one word that describes you? Okay, so this is our first channel. Our first video on this channel. I don't know why I like to speak in plural, so it is. Okay, guys, so that is your homework. What's one word that describes you? And again, my goal, I want you to love who you are. I want you to begin to unravel where did the positive thoughts and negative thoughts come from that you have taken on as your identity to describe yourself. And we've got to be kind to ourselves. Give yourselves grace. Sometimes when I do something, to share this last tidbit, and I beat myself up, I will literally counteract that and begin to inwardly speak to myself. Ain't crazy. But literally comfort your own self. It's okay. You made a mistake. Just take some deep breaths. It's gonna get better. Because who's gonna fight for you? Who's going to be your biggest cheerleader? Who's going to stand up for you? Nobody but you. So whether you're on the job, y'all got to learn how to, we'll talk about that later, be assertive for yourself. You got to learn how to be your own boss, how to stand up for yourself, how to love yourself. Okay? So first we are figuring out, who are we? Who do you say that I am? That's what Jesus said. Who do you say I am? And always remembering, if you pray about it, God will help you. If you have some of those, some traits that aren't too kosher. If you got a nasty little attitude, who you are is all boils down to who are you in your heart. And so the matters of the heart, really only God can fix that, but you got to do it. Sometimes you can't do these things on your own. If you have bad habits that make you feel like you're a bad person, pray and talk to God about it, journal about it, and take it one step at a time, one day at a time. And again, give yourself grace, okay? Because we're gonna fall. It's inevitable. We're humans, you know. We're gonna make mistakes, and if you have a goal, you may fall back. We all know, you know, you try to go keto, try to go vegan, try to exercise more, sometimes you kind of fall back, but it's okay. Be kind to yourself, you know what I'm saying? And so having, you know, God as your source of strength, you know, you rely on him for prayer, he'll help you. And then also use the tools you have available for counseling, therapy, talking to a trusted friend or loved one, but just being kinder to yourself. Begin to think positive thoughts about yourself. Okay, so all right, Mr. Jack. So that is it for our first episode. I hope you have enjoyed that, and I hope you will take some time to think about what I've said here. I hope you've done the homework, or I hope you'll do the homework and reflect on it. And what's one word that when you think about it, you think of yourself? And hopefully it's a good word. And if it's a bad word, then baby, you might want to email me. We need to talk about this. Okay? You should think good thoughts about yourself. So that's it. I'll have some more videos for you next week. And thank you for tuning in with me. See you later. Love y'all.